Coming up.
As a woman, if you're the boss at your workplace, then you're not the boss at home. You should do your responsibilities. You should still take your husband's water to the bathroom. You should, in fact,
So I think why people disrespect your husband, if you're in the career world of it, why people or family disrespects your husband is because you let them.
Yes.
Obalagamba.
Obalagamba.
You get.
Yes.
So as a woman who has, yes, you have a lot of money, you have more books than your husband, but this is the man you've chosen to be with.
Yeah.
So I think it would be good or better, like, you know where your work stops, your career stops, and where your marriage starts from.
You might.
Maria Mugamba don't work because she was having one child.
Little buto.
Actually, Alina Lubuto. He was trying to be considerate.
Why did he make the second child?
It's the first pregnancy. You know, first pregnancies treat you differently. You in this thing. Now Mugamba Mani.
Yeah, but you don't leave and go back. So if everyone was like that, Hi guys, we're back with the Love Seat Show with me, your host Mona. Today I don't have my co-host Arena, she's not around due to circumstances. But we are here as always on the Love Seat Show. Follow us on Brown Skin Events on our YouTube channel. Subscribe, like, comment, put that notification button so that every time we post something, so today I have two guests here with me. They will have to introduce themselves. A beautiful lady and a gentleman are here with me. So I think I will start with the lady, as they always say, ladies first.
Hi everyone, I'm Maureen once again, Love Seat, and I'm really so grateful to be back here, and I just looking forward when I get to subscribe, like, comment, just put in your comments there. We just can't wait to have you guys. Thank you so much.
It's good afternoon.
Hey
guys, my name is Farhat Farazi. You can call me Farhat Asemwe. I'm vying for the big seat at OMCAT. I want to be the next guild at OMCAT School of Journalism and Mass Communication. Yeah. I am so happy to be here today with you, Mona. Yeah.
So yeah, guys, today we have a topic because most of you, you're working people, you're working ladies, you're working, you have working wives and everything. So today we wanted to ask, or we wanted to know what your opinion, as we always say, on the Love Seat Show, we bring you our opinions. We are not experts on love, relationships or marriage. We just have our opinions. So what would be your opinion on in a situation whereby you have a career, a big career for yourself as a lady, and you're married? You have to balance. How would you balance your relationship at home and your relationship at marriage? Because we have seen in this generation gender equality, where the girl child has been raised, they're in big offices, they're having big careers. You've seen we have Justice Sebutine there in the ICC. We have our Vice President is a lady, our Prime Minister is a lady, our Speaker of Parliament is a lady.
Like the whole cabinet.
So, and these people are married. They have husbands, they have families, they have children. So as career women, or as a career, someone who is married to someone with a big career, how would you handle this? Like, I will start with Momo. Momo, how would you balance your marriage? Because I know you're already in that field. Yeah. How would you balance your marriage with your work?
Now, this is what I would do me as an individual, because most of the people where they really lose out is when they put their work as first priority. You get it? Yes, we all need this money.
Yes.
We need this money, we need to build ourselves, we need to build our careers. But at the end of the day, you have to come back home.
Yes.
You have to come back home to your husband, you have to come back to your wife. You have to come back to your children. Yeah. You get it? So don't lose out on your family at the expense of your job. And then again, don't lose out your job at the expense of your family.
Because you may find maybe your one has been taking care of
in the family. This job is one that is going to bring the money, that is going to take care of your family. But then also prioritize your family. Most of the ladies, by the way, when they get money, they tend to forget their responsibilities. Agamba, what can my man give me? I can provide for myself. No. Don't make your man look like as though he can't provide for you. However much you can provide for yourself. This makes them weak and this drives them away. They're like, she can't provide for herself. She doesn't respect me. And because when they get more money, they start disrespecting their husband, which is not correct. Remember, before you got that job, before you went up there where you are, you had him or you had her. So there is no need for you to start disrespecting them because you're starting to earn more than them, or starting to earn more than you used to. But rather, that respect has to grow. That's where they always miss out. They miss out on that. I think if you, the more you get this more money, or the more you grow in your career, and then you also continue respecting your husband or continue respecting your wife, the more you also succeed. But if you start having conflicts home, you're not settled at home, you're not having peace in your house, trust me, even your career won't work out. Because you're going to be at your workplace and you're like, I don't want even to go back home. There's no peace.
At home, at work.
But still, and remember, by the way, we need our partners. We need their guidance. We need them. Because I'm going to be at work, and I'm like, oh my God, how am I going to do this?
You need someone like close to
talk to. But if you're not in the good terms with your husband or with your wife, who are you going to talk to? You can't share certain things with your workmates. You can't share certain things with your bosses. You're going to get back home, sit down your husband, sit down your wife. You're like, you know what, my love, this and this is happening. This and this is happening. I've been having this job and they've been paying me this amount of money. But there's this one that is coming up. They're going to give me slightly higher than this, but they have more privileges. I'll have enough time for my home. What should I do? Should I stay on this one or should I go on this one? Oh, should I take on this opportunity or leave on this opportunity? But if you're not in the good terms with your husband, you make wrong career choices, you make wrong job choices. At the end of the day, it will affect your relationship. Sometimes even marriages break, by the way. If you check it out, most of these prominent ladies, these big businessmen, they don't have marriage. They don't have
settled marriages.
But I know mchala no mkazi na bane waka in the same house. No, they don't. Why?
Because they have failed to understand how to balance these two together. So, like we have seen an example of our own Angela Katatumba. If you've seen, like, she has the money, she has her career, the music, whatever, the music and everything. Good, but whenever she gets into marriage, she's like, I have more money than you. As you said earlier. So you find like she doesn't give that respect because she's like, me, tata wange yanjigiliza kola sente. You get? So she cannot balance her marriage or relationships with work because she prioritizes her work and money more than the partner she's with. So you find like most of the time her relationship, because she's out in the public, you get? So we get to see her relationships breaking up into jumping into one relationship with the other, which is not good. Yes, which is not good for image as a lady or as a. And then another thing, most of the ladies, even some men, they're like, even if they saw this lady and she's really good and she has the character, she has everything they want in a woman, they will not go for them because they feel the lady is superior. The lady is superior. I can't go for this lady. She will not respect me because that's the image these people have put there. Like, people who have more money will go for people who have more money, and they will not. They don't respect. Yes. We should wrap that away. A man can have money and have one woman. You don't have to have a lot of money to have so many wives. And then you're giving birth to children. What are you instilling in your kids? You get it? This guy is going to grow up saying is that okay, I'm going to make money and I will dominate. And then the girl will also see mommy having money, not respecting daddy at home. They're like, mommy doesn't respect. I just need to have my money
and everything will be done, which is not, and then they'll go for they'll have wrong perceptions in their head
about marriages and
about
everything.
marriages,
I think-
about even jobs also. Abamanyi nakola sente okubaawo. No. You can still build your career at the same time have respect for your wife and husband at home. As you build it, don't forget that, because this is the person you chose to stay with for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
Then just don't sabotage everything that you have in the expense of money, the expense of a job that can always even go. Now imagine, you've built this career, you have this money, you have everything, because you don't know what life has to offer. And God forbid you get this accident.
Yeah.
You can't go to your job, you can't pursue your career anymore.
to be home.
You have to be home. And then this is the person you've been underlooking, this is the person you've not been respecting. How do you expect them to treat you? Because we don't know what life has to offer. We don't know what, today you may be having both legs and then the next morning you don't have them.
Yeah.
And then you've been mistreating this person, and then your career is not there, and then your job is also lost. What will you do? So you always have to link these things and put them into consideration. So balance your job and your what? And your relationship and your marriages, manange. Obufumbo. At the end of the day, this is where you're going to get your peace. You don't know how a peaceful marriage makes you be, manange. You can look nice. You look nice. You be happy. But like, you know the doctor says when you always smile, you don't grow old. You get it. And if you don't have a peaceful marriage, you will not smile all the time.
You should get married for a heart. Or fune kulubuto ngora brown skin. You be happy, you get ja. Hey.
I'm wanted.
Your wife is cooking for you good food.
I'm wanted.
You be there at your workplace, you're like, oh my God, I can't wait to go back home. Then you get this promotion at your job, and you're the first thing you think of, oh my God, I need to call my wife. I need to call my husband. I've gotten this promotion, and be happy together. You know how that feels nice. And then you come home, you're like, honey, I'm expecting this promotion. It is coming. And then they'll start praying for you. You get it. It is just a very nice feeling.
Yeah.
It is just amazing.
So, Farahat, you on this other side, as a husband, boyfriend, how would you support a career? If your wife was a career woman, how would you be supportive to her? Like, if she's always, because you know these people, careers are where people in big places, they always have to ensure like they're traveling for business trips, they're traveling with men, you know, some offices have men, like big men in big offices, they're traveling always with them. You as a husband, how are you handling this? How are you there to support when your wife is not at home or when she comes back? Because I'm not going to say because your wife is in a big office. You get? So how are you going to adjust with your wife's career journey? And how will you be supportive?
All right. Before I get to your question, there's something she mentioned. You know, like when a woman gets that big job, she feels like she's all over the place, like she's the queen in the beehive. You get? And that's not good, because trust me as your husband or your guy, I will not feel well when you disrespect me because you're doing the money, you know. There is a thing that a wife has to stay a wife, but the fact that now our world setting is changed, that now women can now take over homes, like they can be the fathers, and then the men be the women. Or is it the right thing? I don't know. Okay, like they be the breadwinners. But then as a woman, you should keep with that respect for your husband, because literally this is your partner, and you can never get something. There's something she mentioned whereby she said that you can never, whenever in a happy relationship, you get things. Trust me, when God sees when your marriage is like you're together, you're happy with your partnership, God also gives you more blessings. You get. But then as a woman, if you're disrespecting your man, because in this big office, because now because before now, I'll give an example. We have now big women now, as we speak now, our cabinet, like the big positions that were supposed to be for men, our president made them for women. And these women have husbands at home. You get? So before they were not in those positions. But then when they got into those positions, this is when you
Things
find a
change.
woman changing, even her character at home. That now she comes back, she's now the man, she's now
Kasala Rike, on the
Yes.
day,
Kasala
everything has
Rike.
changed.
What I know very well for sure is that those homes have maids. Yeah, you find out that this woman will just go, tell the maid, put my water in the bathroom, you make food, you get. And now this is when you find a man doing mistakes. Yeah, because first of all, you're not going to be here for the trip.
Yes.
You're going to go for a trip, as you said, you're going to go for a trip, maybe you've gone maybe like to China, you're going to spend there like a whole month. And I'm staying alone in the bed. And you're the kind of person who has been disrespecting me.
And now the maid is then taking
Yes.
the water, laying
And
the
what will
bed.
happen, you'll come back and you'll find this maid vomiting. And then you start asking, what
Chichi.
happened? Checha took out. And then by the time you realize your husband is who is responsible for your maid's pregnancy. It's just because of a very small thing that you wanted to gain power and then put the man down. That is why your man made mistakes. Or you say, because we are also human beings. Trust me, you go in such a family and then this woman feels like, okay, now she's like the boss, where she's working, yeah? That even the thing that is that is mandatory in a relationship, that has to happen, she's not giving it to her man. Or she say, and then
Ajanonya walala.
our body omubiri gwo gusaba.
Naye
The
kati
whole-
kuba bakazi gwe tegusaba.
Kati nagwo gusaba. You understand? That's why you see, as a woman, as a man, you have to make sure that your partner is when it comes to that field, you always make them. Because if you don't make them happy, they're going to look for that very person. Again, anonya kana imakerere akamwa that like with that.
So that's why we have very many sugar daddies. Mother, because they are because the wives are not doing their roles as
Yes, that's the problem, because you find that omukazi amugamba nze nakowa. You understand? Trust me, you will see us walking together on the road. Yeah, you see us when we're in public areas, we're taking pictures together, we're showering love on social media. But then when you go back home, yeah, and then you go to the bed, trust me, tunuleno.
like the way I think it's a
Kitanda cha
double
6x6.
double bed mazongo.
Yeah, double bed mazongo. Like even, or we have different rooms.
yeah.
Even in
Kisenge, yeah.
Kisenge cha mama, kisenge cha tata. But then when we are together outside,
public, we
in
are
public,
sharing.
we show people we are still together. So sometimes I don't blame men, like my sugar daddies and even sugar mommies. I don't blame them. Because abai aina chano nyumubiri gwo guba gukyabanja natenga partner takolaje naye tongo ngamba I have to be with one partner.
Yes.
Ochege. So if you find even a man having four, three other partners, he has a reason why.
Yeah.
Ochege. It's not like over greedy or because it's that funny. No, it's not because of that. There's a reason why they go in for other partners. So as a woman, if you're the boss at your workplace, then you're not the boss at home. Ochege. You should do your responsibilities. You should still take your husband's water to the bathroom. You should, in fact,
So
fumba nemmere si omukozi.
So your
Omukozi ajja fumba
your work should
ebikusinga.
stop outside the gate.
Yes.
And when the moment you enter
get
the
out of
gate,
office
yes.
and you get into your car, that's when
That's
your
where the work
bossy
is supposed to take.
Yes.
Then when you reach the house, you become a wife.
you become a wife.
Yeah.
So, like you become a wife. Yeah. And then you also become a husband too. Because trust me, if you don't cook for me and you feel like let the maid cook, why do we pay for the maid? Maid aja fume made a woman. And for us, the small things that pull away men, just like a small thing. Ojabu's a guy like impregnating like a maid, aja kugamba. It was because of this. Aja kuwa reason English is so stupid. Remember this guy is so stupid. Ojitegera oli omwala afuma like emmere ye empomera nnyo singa ya mukyala wange.
Oloka memke nalaba mbu maid yampa omutwe n'agumma taata.
So that's the whole thing. That's the whole thing.
Yeah.
But then ladies don't understand that. For the moment, now the fact now, now the world setting is now that all of us should be on the same level.
Yes.
So now women feel like that the boss is even at home. The moment she makes she brings a big
money.
portion at home, mbe yasinga ofuna sente
Asomye ebitabo
Oyise,
bingi.
yes alina ebitabo bingi avuga emmotoka ey'ebbeeyi okitegera
yeah.
akusinga kale career gy'olina abalaba ye kabaka but then omusajja naye agenda noonya agenda omuwa
Again, more
by the way men
It's-
we like respect
it's like
respect
how I was seeing this story of the Samsung daughter.
yeah
They are Koreans, the
Yeah.
owners of Samsung.
Yeah.
So their daughter, obviously, the family is rich, but she gets married to the bodyguard,
yeah
which is an abomination
Yes,
in Korea,
yes,
like getting
yes,
married
yes.
to a peasant. So literally, like even if you've watched Crazy Rich Asians, there was this the
Chinese
sister.
is it or princess some Chinese
Yeah,
princess
that's
also did it.
Chinese princess in the Crazy Rich Asians.
Yeah.
She married some guy who was not like so much. He was a businessman, but like just in office, not so much like her family. So like her presentation, like she has the money and everything. Everyone respects her family. But the husband would feel like he's inferior.
Yeah.
He's under her. So Nagamba, so he said cheating and having an affair. Even the Samsung bodyguard
Yeah.
boy husband, that's what he did.
Yeah.
Like he sees like this image omwala innocent buli
I see,
manyi I'm
yeah.
respecting and everything, and though she also loved him and everything, she would not like so much disrespect, but because the guy are feeling ali inferior to her, so he goes and looks for these other ladies whom he feels are on
Yeah.
the same level with him.
So as a
So
woman,
he's like cheating on the wife because he feels he's inferior to her.
so as a woman, you should always make your man superior. Nobanga okimanya abantu babamulabanga like ali
Make him
yeah,
be up
let
there.
him be the husband
Yes.
and you be the wife. I'll give a good example. Our speaker Among.
Yes.
Trust me, even when she's doing businesses,
She always goes
she
with her
always
husband.
recognizes like her husband. Even when they're in parliament and they're in a sitting and then these guys try to undermine his
Yes,
submission,
Yes.
she comes out and supports them.
Yes.
Leave my man alone. But then she makes big money. Or she say get
Yeah, more
so
than
as a woman, no kubanga bao ever have superior. No bango
Superior, you have to show. Because I think why people disrespect your husband, if you're in the career world of it, why people or family disrespects your husband is because you let them
Yes.
obalagamba.
Obalagamba.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
you get.
yes.
So as a woman who has, yes, you have a lot of money, you have more books than your husband, but this is the man you've chosen to be with.
Yeah.
So I think it would be good or better, like, you know where your work stops, your career stops, and
Yeah.
where your marriage starts
Yeah,
from.
you might. It's from.
So when you reach home, as we have grown up knowing in our African tradition setting, the man is a breadwinner.
Yeah.
Even though you're bringing in more money, yes, you can split bills. Maybe bao tying is a musente ninja and
Yes,
everything.
yes.
So you can split and be like, maybe ngenda sasudia abana gwe kola wechti, and you know, yes, even as a man, because we have seen also men who have been uplifted by their wives and leave their wives.
Yeah, it's true.
Babaleka like you get omukazi akutadde like akiriza
Mbese buli musajja
nakuwa
ali
respect
bw'atyo.
nakuteekamu
That's buli musajja
waggulu
ali bw'atyo.
namala he
Not
gets
the fa-
other women after
that's
getting
buli
the
musajja
money
ali
and he
bw'atyo.
leaves you there.
We have seen women abapliftize babba baabwe and they're still together.
Yeah, they are there.
So we are different. Like
But there is that is what it is. Like humans are all different. Like
Yeah,
we
humans
have all
are
been
all
raised
different.
in different families.
yeah, to get the right
We
person
have
to
all
take it.
been raised from
Yes.
different families and backgrounds. We have been raised. Okay, maybe your parents might have raised you well, but when we grow up, we choose our own paths.
Yeah.
And whatever we do. So you find like, yes, you may find you're uplifting your man Gabo Gambia, or as if your man gone meetings with you, like you can go with him, introduce him, like show them this
Yeah,
is the
this
man
man.
of the house.
Yeah.
But waliwo n'abasajja batuuka n'omuwakitiibwa naye omusajja
Akisinzira twagambye mukama kati omusajja
n'agenda
Olaba-
n'alaba brown thigh ne nyash
nawaba
N'agamba kati what do you really want?
anti kati olaba kyobala nakugambye there is this something. By the way, not everyone is pulled by brown thighs. A disclaimer, like serious, buli omu bw'alaba brown thighs now atambulirawo. Okay, there is this thing kyena mentioninzeeko nengamba mbu omusajja like tuyinza okuba nga wabweru omupa respect.
Yes,
People know that you give me respect. But then when we go back in the house, onyiga, oninya ku mutwe, you get? Yeah, so that's why you find out that kati ngo oyinza osanga mukazi amuuplifting amutaddemu ssente naye mukazi watuuka ewaka amugamba nomugamba nze yawadde n'ekika kya musente biki like amulangira
by the say the baby kuva mu kamwa za wife ogamba ba
like oyinza okunna mulaba bana musajja mukazi abeererawo nnyo bbaawe naye bwe tudde ewaka obinnangira byonna that even when we are sleeping ntunula eri gwe n'otunula east okitegeera. That is the whole thing. Vankugamba, you find out that no, we are portraying the good picture, but then when we are in the house, you are the lion.
Yeah.
And I am the kitten in the house.
Also, what will also this situation whereby you find the man is not going to be supportive is like, yes, also maybe tabo byo naye gutogenda bikula or no sigale waka olera abana.
Yes, there's also
so
that.
Momo, like how would you find that like you've taken all these years, you've such in class, you've gone to also me graduate yamba does PhD which you reach, you get married, and this man is like, Nedda, you're not going to be, I will not allow my wife to be working with other men. Now kule mesa career nagamba, you're going to be home taking care of the kids. I'll be, because there is a thing where some men say I'll be providing, you stay home and take care of the kids. How would you take it as a career woman? Because growing up as girls or boys, to what do you want to be in future? I want to be a doctor. I want to be a lawyer. You get. Okay, yes, sometimes it doesn't work out that way, but you find
you have dreams.
Yeah, but you find out when it works and you're really like, this is something you've been targeting since your childhood. Yes, you have to get married, obviously, at some point. If you can, if it fails, it's okay. So you get married to this man and omazoso maybe tabobyo guy works anzo okola nagamba momo manyi ogenda va ku mulimu otule waka olabirira abaana.
That's where some men miss out. But we ladies, this is what we should do, by the way, Kambagambe. This is what you should do when you're still in the dating phase. Lay out your lines. Be clear cut and tell them, I'm not going to be a housewife, but I'll be your wife. But I'll not be a housewife. I'm ready to start up this life with you. I'm ready to put you in my life for the rest of my life. I'm ready to be your partner, thick and thin, but I'm not going to be a housewife, but I'll be a wife. Because housewives, we're going to sigara wakagena kubanga house girl. Sigara waka kulabirira abaana kufumbira bichi
Gamba dad ezenviri, dad
eza buli kimu. Remember, your parents raised you. You met this person in Gakuze. Basadde bakutadde sente, bakusomeseza. Some of us come from families whereby they look up to you to send in help. You get it. But you not do this, go to
and you can't always keep asking your husband.
will not give you money to okay, some provide, but not all the time.
Nalaba ka video kama mapeshe ngagamba bade babuza nga itukole sente z'ekikazi kama I show you like honey umpazi wangambe TV ya meka it was showing 120. Hey, omanjira bya mitwala said to the husband had put like 3 million on the thing because before she went to a cheaper, so the remaining balance obviously is hard. So you find omukazi omulemesi okola kati agenda kuyiya bwati because you're not going to be providing.
They also want to make their own money. And then besides, I was still telling you, they
also
if you come home and you bring sugar, soap, no letter, no juice, over tonsas today. Yes, you've paid dowry, but you can't pay the price my parents put in me to study. Ever since I was born until I'm 24, and you've married me at 24 years. For the past 24 years, you don't know how much my parents have spent on me to make me the person I am right now. So you're not going to sabotage my career at the expense of being married. No. These men should stop doing this. And besides, if you tell this woman not to work, at the end of the day, if you lose your job, what are you going to do? If the man loses the job,
how COVID came, unexpected things. People lost jobs, husbands.
Ochimanyi abantu abali balina business bakangamba omukyala badde alina ekyana nche atunda akadala ke basinga okubeza family.
Okubezangawo family ng'omusajja takyakola.
This one's in office at home. They are struggling, calling government, we want posho, we want beans. And then this woman akola mu katale atunda omudala gwe. Beba besinga n'okubezawo family. These women that have their businesses, these women that are doing their own career, they are asking okubeza family. Now imagine that woman gamba sikwagala okole. I want you to be home. You get it? I want you to be home, and I don't want you to do this. And then men, manenge, stop being jealous. Stop being jealous. Trust your woman. You know this person.
Right, yeah, it's all about
You sleep with this
trust.
person in this bed. You sleep with this person. If you start being jealous, you drive them to do these things you don't want them to do.
Naffe tuli
If you start
bantu.
being jealous, Jagamba, you're rachi nekwekereza. You get it.
By the way, even the thing of okuwairiza omuntu agamba oyenda bichi sometimes it pushes someone to actually do that thing.
Office always with these guys.
Kanchikolere ddala.
Kanchikolere ddala. Even if when they don't want to
When
do
they
it,
don't want to do it, but they
push
want
them to do it. Trust your woman, you get it, and then help her also build up. You know, by the men you what you don't know, when you leave the house like this, these ladies go back and kneel down and pray for you. They're like, oh God, bless my husband. You get it? No, the first thing they will say, God help me be calling. You get it? Mukama sabali ne dagala mukwate. There will be a Mukama statement. You get it? There will be a God statement. Say Jaja. Mukama sabali ne dagala likola. You get it? Still at the end of the day, come back to God. You get it? They'll come back to these ladies pray for their wives. And the men should also do the same.
Yeah.
You get it? They're going through a lot, but they will not give up. They're like, I know my man will change. I know at some time he will get back to the person he was. You get it? So the men should also do the same to the ladies. Believe in them. You get it? Okay, yes. If you think that job has so many men and they're going to be around your woman, then let her go to another job that you feel waliyo bakazi boka boka.
You connect her to that one.
Connect her to that one. Oh, if you feel her working in an environment where there are so many people, make her a business. Why she'll be alone?
By the way, instead of just dictating and saying,
If you feel Kangame, she's a lawyer, or she's a doctor, and she's going to be always mubantu. Then can I find Mugamba Mani? Or lawyer bo? Ogenda buleka nenkukoleddewo business yeno. Even if it was
by
me,
the way,
I'll leave my lawyer career
as long
and
as the business, but as long as the business is a business, wale okuva mudaala.
Okwatala oyo mutaka ku mudaala.
Gwe cancel va mu bwa lawyer ogenda okole akadaala wali you get. So if you're actually offering to make a business, like make something you know I can manage,
that is in fit with their career.
I can manage, like omuntu asomyeko kyensobola okumanaging. Oyinza okunteeka mu bbaala ne binne mu balancing.
Era ennaku zino waliyo balloon agencies. Waliyo balloon agencies. These days waliyo balloon agencies. Omukyala wabanga lawyer mugulirawo kagundi ka loan. Okitegeera? Nayinza kumusuula level. Abeere nga ye manager waawo.
Amateeka
agamanyi. Bw'oba olaba ddala nti wanaabeera mu parliament agenda kuba wanaabeera mu
law firm ajabeera ne bagaya abalala lawyers.
Create for something that will give you peace. Create for her something that will give you peace of mind, that will not distract your marriage and stuff between you people. You get it? At the end of the day, it comes back to both of you. You get it? It comes back to both of you, and it comes back to your development. You pay school fees, you pay the bills, and then build the house, and then put up assets. There
was a scenario recently on radio. You know, these people call asking for advice. So these two are dating and everything they should, and the woman became pregnant. The girl was already working, so guys, like, you're already pregnant, so we can't come and we stay together. Nazalo mwana. So kaga inagamba katomanyi, ogenda lekera okukola. You will be staying home with the kids. She was already working. It's like, okay, no problem. So he works as he provides. So now they have 2 kids. So kid wabo nasoka bam to in some school. The lady's like, no, I want my child to go to an international school. She's not working. Guy amugamba tadayo kola. So guy was crying agamba, but I've tried even to connect her to jobs, but she's like, me, I'm not going back to work. I don't want to go back.
But yeah, also those scenarios.
So I don't know what to do. You guys, I need advice. I need your help. Like, say, okay, yes, I told that first, stop working now. We have 2 kids, but now I feel like it's now a burden. like ate ayagala omwana agende mu international school je namutadde tayamwagalayo. So
You need to learn to
that's
live
the
in your
thing.
standards, my dear. You need to learn to live in your standards. You get it? You know you've not been working for the past 4 years because I have 2 kids. So Eden is going to school. So those are like 5 years. So you've not been working for the past 5 years. This man has been the breadwinner of everything.
and he's okay in the first place.
He made a mistake.
He's the one who
He didn't make a mistake.
He's the one who
He
no, he
was
made
trying
a
to be
mistake.
considerate.
No, Mama, that's what I was telling you earlier. That's what I was telling you earlier. Why would you tell someone to stop working and stay home? Basomye ebitabo. She's already working, and that's what I asked earlier. Like, nomugamba katomanyi mama otogenda kola sigale waka olabirira abaana. Then ebintu webikulema after 5 years ojukira kati mama oddayo okole.
Nedda, you sit down with your wife and you talk. No, wait.
Because he says he has tried connecting her.
You see, she even tried.
She's like, I'm not going.
You see, the man is trying to do his effort.
Because he's
don't
kati
work.
bimulemye.
Maria Mugamba don't work because she was having 1 child.
Yali lubuto.
Actually, Alina Lubuto. He was trying to be considerate.
Why did he make the second child?
It is the first pregnancy. You know, first pregnancies should treat you differently. You in this thing. Now Mugamba Omanyi.
Yeah, but you don't leave and go back. So if everyone was like that, if everyone who has kids was like that, Momo.
Ne waba gwa mukazi mwina ku magezi amazaale. Omusajja n'akugamba mutokola. Ne kato no ino otuula n'ofuna olutuula olwokubiri. What stops you from also providing? No, bako n'amagezi amazaale. Yesiganye yagaana okola. Wait, bali kuwagira omukazi. Naye omusajja yatuuka ekiseera ng'alaba kimuyinze. N'agamba omanyi kandiisi oddeyo okole. N'agezaako n'omufunira ki? A job. But then the woman stupidly doesn't want to do what?
She has her, okay, for him he wants to know
Why
the
she doesn't want
reasons
to go
as
back
to
to
why
work.
she doesn't want to go back
Because
to work.
she now she feels she's comfortable. The man is providing everything. You get it? The man has been providing. And some women love comfortable lives. And then your husband is earning 800,000.
Basi wakutandikira wano naye. Ati Momo. I think let me start on that very, very point. I think me, I'll support the woman.
So why?
Do you know I'll support the woman? If as a guy, I come out and tell my girl, baby, you're pregnant, stop working. Stop working. Yeah. Like, you'll go back after pregnancy. The woman will understand. Like, I remember Nang is being considerate. At educator, there's also this maternity period. Workplaces is really genuine and corporate. Zewa. Yeah, like they give 3 months, you know, like for you to have that kid, like, and then you come back for work. But then, gwe omuntu omugambe lekera wukola. You totally call any possibility that you'll go back working. That means you're in position
To take care of
to take care of everything, That if this woman wants to go for a trip in Dubai, she can go with your money because they told her stop working. So now you've made 2 kids, and then your wife is like, because Munange, for us guys, sometimes we have our interests, and also the women have their own interests.
Yeah.
We shall give birth to kids, but then you'll be like, may I want my kids to go to
Such schools.
to such schools. But then the man is like, nasomera waneno. You understand?
Yes, I understand.
So, I find that the woman feels like she's inferior. Her child going to local school. She wants her child to be in some level.
Of course, every woman.
Yeah, in some level. But then for you told her to stop working, and then when she's asking, you're like, need a bit. Kakati, katirika mulimu. Trust me, a stubborn woman. Now, what I know very well, that woman is stubborn. She's stubborn. Stubborn. Just I gotta just kumula gambo. Wali okola. Omukazi yes, asokuda ina akola, but she's just being stubborn. She just wants to show the guy that you say that you will do everything. Now do it. I'm not going there. Even though you do what, I'm not going there.
This man will stand up one day and go and never come back home.
Auntie, no, the thing,
You get
but,
it?
but then the thing, no, Momo, the thing is, it was from you. It was your idea. You get? Okay,
was-
it's
yes,
like,
it was
okay,
your idea,
for instance, we're dating, and then you get a very big job. Maybe like in the and you're getting maybe like 10 million a month, and then you tell me, do you know what, baby? Just be home and manage our assets. Then the job gets done. There can be considered.
Yes.
Tom reason. Yes, don't put the reason. Ongambe the kid will call a baby tula waka.
Can't take care of the kids. I'll be doing everything. So
literally,
what he said earlier, she may be stubborn like
stubborn
because you're so far to, if it was after the first kid ngaweza maybe like maybe you can go back and work atolabye omwana owokubiri ayingiddewo
atolabye responsibility
litabuse kugamba kati njagala baby agende mu international school kati mom has to go back and work.
International school. Ask me for something that is in my standard.
But then you said you can handle everything when you told me stop working.
In the first place, right, no kids or partner wangu international school.
No, the thing is that I think, as he said earlier, he would have told her and gave her like a reason, like Momo, maybe umwana soka wezo mwaka, Momo kolechi odeyo kole. Because as partners, as you call yourselves partners, because we know kuyambagana. You get. So if you say Momo, I'll be like, hey, kale yes, kansokenda bidile baby wange, maybe mwonse kwa malo kuva kubere, ndio kenzile nkole, because you both have to cater for your child. You know, you need all of you need the best for your child. So as we go on this thing of careers and everything, like we all have to know how to balance and also adjust with each other. Yes, kati ozukuselero president nagamba ha mukazi wakati agenda bera prime minister. So everything like switches off. Like even the way you live, buli kati ogenda kubola about security at your home. But you know kukuma mukazi because she's now in a big position. Your wife is now a vice president. You're the husband. Kale waliwo these couples that are always together batambula wamutebeleka, like be there supporting your wife. Maybe if she comes and asks you for advice, you should also make research, as we said last time. Like belango or in idea, you know something, brainstorm and know, like maybe my wife follow maybe neku speech ze omuyambanga
ko isi speak komkaza kwanga taina bongo bwandika
speak
mambo musiru
because a good maybe mu mix ne ba mu position eyo wagulu we promoting
trust me,
so
you know, we don't know what God brings for us. Like we don't know what God brings for us. Mukazo is a big position nenga go musingira dala amagezi
go musing. Yes, that is so true. Very actually, partners need to be supportive to each other by the way when it comes to careers. Me I studied, by the way. I finished business administration at MOBS, and we've done letter writing, even from secondary. But I don't remember the last time I wrote an application for a job application. My husband does that. When I get a job, I'm like, they're calling me here. It's like, okay, he edits my CV, he does my application, he does everything. It's like done. He prints. He sends me the soft copy on my email. He brings the hard copy. I don't remember the last time I wrote an application for my jobs. And every time I go for these interviews, they're like, wow. They look at my papers. And by the way, he trains me. He's like, you know what? Let's rehearse. The night before. So by the time I go to the interview, and they're like,
Inga, you at par.
You get it.
Yeah, you're right.
He's trying to help me. You get it. If you even if it is that and vice versa. If you see your man is not confident enough, he's not, help him out.
No, you be the audience. You mean together.
If you feel like it's uncomfortable in front of the kids, let the kids first sleep and the maid sleep. Go in the sitting room. Tell him, you know what? Talk. Speak.
Even in your bedroom, you can lock yourself in the bedroom. I don't know.
Help him. At the end of the day, if he goes through, it's going to help both of you. At the end of the day, I'm benefiting from this. And then also, when I go abakazi, umusajja wabagambye tokola tekitegeeza nti abashitegeeza abakikola out of love.
No. Meda, let me tell you. That's why they say love is blind. Love will kill very many people because of stupidity.
Mubeera mukwano nagamba.
Yeah, love is everything.
At that moment, he's able to do what? To provide. And all about providing. But when children come in the picture, everything has to change.
But then you have to see, as a man, before you tell your woman, stop working.
When I gave birth to my firstborn, my husband told me don't work. But I told him, honey, you know what? If I ever get a job, trust me, I'll go and do what?
Yes.
And work. It's like, Mama, you can't work. This child, I was operated. So he's like, you can't work, which. I'm like, you know what? If I ever get a job, me, I'll go and do what?
Yes, to go work.
And work. It's like, no, my first child was there, he provided, so I get my second born. I told him now there are 2. Jason is going to school. We have bills, and I'm not going to sleep in a house of 250. You get it?
Because you need bigger space.
So now, do you still want me not to work? It's like, you have to work. You get it? Because responsibilities have increased. You get it?
Now, I see.
At first, we were only 2 people. 2 people, 5 kgs can go for 3 months. But now we have children. You get
Momo,
it?
check out. You know, like, as a man, before you tell your wife, don't go work, you have to be this kind of person who is a visionary. First in the future. We are going to have kids. What will happen?
Love is blind.
No,
I love movie. But
I don't believe in that. In that
Mama,
thing,
as you
it's
said
telling me
earlier,
it's Manulife is
like
blind.
the girl is like a parent's investment. You get? So omuzadde amutaddemu sente. So if I'm to ask, I think if I would be in that position of Mona, don't go to work, I would sit down, get maybe even my lawyer to wandike kaguni ngambe.
Good.
Every month, I know where is abazadde bange this amount. Every month I have to receive. So if you can manage,
Mona is stubborn.
hey,
Mona is stubborn.
if you can,
Very stubborn one.
if you can manage that, ngogenda gisigninga ogambe nga I'll be saying, because literally, if I'm not going to be coming every time and I'd be like, Farahat, my mom is sick.
Yeah.
Farahat, my dad, you get ojagamba family nebizibu. Mananga cannot, they become a burden to you. But if I'm working, I may not have all that money, but I will have some money to start from. Nengamba ninako zino. Can you top up for me? Nendi ku 0. I am not working. I'm depending on
yes. Give me money.
I'm depending on sente za kameza.
Because
you get?
If you have a job, trust me, you can go for a salary.
Because yes,
salary
without a job to so agenda. When no genda kufuna lo ni bakubuza security. Now why ebintu by'omusajja jagamba omukazi anzibye. You get? So
yeah,
you find like sente za kameza togenda kungamba bulijjo genda kundekerangawo 1 million eno mu Uganda lwakuba ye gundi Rasa yagamba nga yalekangawo ba 2 million 5 million for sente za kameza.
Waliwo n'omukyala mulala yakyogerako yagamba 5.
So you find like sente zogenda kundekerako maybe tugenda kola weekend shopping, grocery shopping for the whole week. Then akameza maybe you just leave like a money maybe for airtime, more emergency. But my mom is at home. She needs, like, even though she's not sick, but like as a girl I feel like I have to keep giving my mom. No waba ina, but a mother is always like omwana wanga ndeti no waba ina. But when you bring, even you give your mom and she'll be like, my child thinks about me. Sigenda kubanga nkusaba buli kadde.
Me, there's something I don't support. That thing of saying simanyi mukazi tula wakanze ngende. That thing is so stupid and someone who is a mediocre ya chikola.
Kati gwenga haja agende bera ne akinya. Banana abagamba batule.
Kubanga. Check out. Now, what most men do when they take lots of things like dowry to the girls' home. In fact, me, there's a time I was talking, I was chit-chatting with my dad because we talk. So I was like, Dad, anyone who's coming here to get my sisters, don't ask for them, like the couch.
A lot of
the couch is a good couch. A very good one.
Don't ask for
the couch
Nochimanya bamu betumikiriza.
Tebabireeta. You're bringing for me a fridge.
First of all, no, my father told me, it's like, there's no man here who's going to bring rice, sugar, that I can't provide for myself.
You know?
Come and talk to me. You see how you're taking my daughter?
Yes.
In fact, our parents can have these things.
You know me, I like Somalis. In fact, I have a friend who are Somalis. So, in fact, it's where I drew that idea from, telling my dad. I was like, what you should do, tell these people, Baba Gala Kuwente like 10, let them calculate it to money.
Yeah,
yes, that's what people do these days.
Because I already have a couch in my house. Omanga Gamambo.
I have a fridge. I have a
couch. By the way, my mom yayomba nagamba oba omanyidde ondaga maama sirina ntebe ewaka.
No, oba free.
Okay, yes, you bring it as an appreciation gift, but of all gifts, kale mpa sente negulire counts.
I remember I had my aunt.
can bring to like 2 to 3 sets
Ovya, naleta fridge, naleta kale osobola okundetera piki n'enjuwa abantu ne bagivuga ne bandeteranga sente. That one can work. Nondetera waliwo juice baleta kidrama tekyakuba n'abantu. These big drums ebyama.
Bamanyire
Kumukolo, omanyi kyakuba abantu. Like kyagwa. So in our culture, they have this thing. You know, this side in the center, I've seen people bring the baleta nyanya butungulu. So one of my relatives got married to, I think Soga, but someone from this side, central and east. Now later those things like yeah, they see them boga. Like literally, this is something they're surprised. Like, why would you bring dodo? Why would you bring tula and nyanya?
Bread.
blue band.
Tugenda kola kaduka. Okay, so literally, okay, because first in our culture we have the kuhinjira, whereby the parents of the girl give you your girl or emihinji, so that is a startup. So wali mu family nonji bayinza okuwa na business or something agamba abana mutandikire wano. So literally tebagala bine mbuleta ntebe, because sometimes they said ebintu ebimu bipangise omukolo we gugwa nga bananyiri bayo basoza properties abo bandi babikima ne babitwala. Omwana bamuleetedde entebe babipangisisa.
Ezo entebe ze muleese mugenda ziteeka. Already my sitting room has like a couch, like a whole set. Where am I going to put yours?
So I think even sometimes, because you see, if you've been watching Bukede always has that kind of news. Bune dance na musasulira dawari amunzirize bitisi kya mwagala.
Chetegezako kugamba. So as parents nowadays chebalino kola abana instead of like omuntu abazo kuchima mwana wo mugambe mwana wangu omusanze nga ali ku masters, right? Now like in the east for them for them they do cows, like level education centers all that. True. Now me, for instance, if I'm a dad, what I will ask for, I will say omwana wange omusanze like aina masters or kale aina degree ko makerere. What I will do, sigena yomba nawe. Because remember, we always keep nowadays baby fulabia message, but trust me, the bank slips.
Yes.
Nyenaleta bank slip kubanga kyali mu P1 until watuuse kugambe zino sente so zoba osasula mukama wange otwala omwana wange instead of bringing okungulira ente ogenda kuneta ente ya mitwalo 8 akatebe nene akalina okugula okwagala nomenyeka.
But these days, by the way,
like ngakona kakoze kali
ya what they do. They convert the cows into
money. In fact, Maliza kugamba, I want 10 camels. 10 camels, nemutula wali. Nemugamba camel ya meka. Temula camel eri mu bad condition. But a healthy one eba ya meka. With this money, that's the money you put on table.
That's the money you put on. And don't bring your cow, your sugar, your salt.
Now,
we don't want.
Kakati, what these men do after giving that the dowry, our day nyanya, our day bibo bisatu binyanya.
Atandika okumanyira muwala wo.
Awaddeyo emigaati 3 kati bwatuke ewaka nga gamba kati nkuguze kati oli wange nakusasula oli wange. Yes, and that's a very kugambe it is
like
kugambe yo gundi.
By the way, I don't know this tradition of Uganda is, but they should revise it. You know, when a man comes and brings those things at home, it feels like he can own you.
Yes.
You get it. It feels like katuwange.
Omuntu agamba mukazi, I've married you now, don't work. Aba ina mind eya mediocre. Okitegere bongo because there is like a place in life where you're going to lose the job.
You get it. You're not going to have this job for the rest of your life.
Yes, and then your woman is your breadwinner. Like what you mentioned during COVID. Like corporate jobs by Tebakola.
And by the way, one thing you guys didn't realize during COVID, it was the women that were.
And the women were working.
They don't standing up with the house.
Because when they said Bagalaba essential workers, Ochimanyi the biggest percentage bali bakazi. Cause nurses, doctor like abakazi bebali mu malwaliro and those are essential workers. mu batale mulimu bakyala so abasajja baali waka nga batudde nga bakazi be bakola naye kakati gwe omukazi wamugamba talina kukola lwakuba because you have trust issues and lwakuba gwe munnange wammwe mwine ebbuba Madam, I don't deal with a man nga alina ebbuba k'omukazi we. I don't. Because that's a very stupid mindset.
Very.
If that woman is not meant to be yours, she's not going to be yours.
Even if you give her the money, and then
wasting time.
These are the kind of men who will have 5 kids, and 3 of them